This is Kumbh Mela, the world's largest and most magnificent event, offering a chance to transcend pain and embrace divinity through joyous festivities. It attracts sages and ascetics who gather at the site, united by their orders and sections. The Kumbh Mela is not just a festival, it is a grand confluence of spirituality, culture, and tradition, representing the essence of India's rich heritage. The Kumbh Mela is beyond imagination. As the sun rises over the sacred waters, the atmosphere is charged with divine energy, filled with the sounds of chanting, the ringing of bells, and the vibrant colors of traditional attire. The Kumbh Mela is an experience that transcends imagination, an overwhelming sea of emotions, and a mystical realm of spirituality that one has yet to explore. The air is thick with the fragrance of incense and flowers, as devotees engage in rituals that have been passed down through generations. The event is a melting pot of diverse cultures and beliefs, where sages, ascetics, and spiritual leaders from various sects and orders come together, united in their quest for enlightenment. The Kumbh Mela promotes a profound sense of unity and brotherhood among individuals from diverse backgrounds, overcoming social, economic, and cultural divides. Beyond its spiritual importance, the Kumbh Mela serves as a lively celebration of Indian heritage, showcasing a wide array of activities including music, dance, and artistic expressions. This grand pilgrimage attracts devotees who congregate to immerse themselves in the sacred rivers. Engaging in ritual bathing at designated sites during the Mela is believed to purify one's sins and facilitate liberation, moksha. Furthermore, it provides a platform for spiritual education, discussions, and interactions with revered ascetics, known as sadhus. The Kumbh Mela serves primarily as a gathering for sadhus and saints. It calls to them, prompting their emergence from remote locations such as jungles, caves, or mountains. The Kumbh Mela facilitate the reunion of sadhus from across the country, many of whom have limited interaction with one another. The Kumbh Mela represents the collective faith of Sanatana Dharma, bringing together people from diverse sects, traditions, and geographies, thereby emphasizing the inclusiveness and pluralistic nature of Hinduism and thus serving as a focal point for spiritual and cultural expression. The Kumbh Mela is an ocean of philosophical, scriptural, and spiritual knowledge. Saints, sages, and scholars from various traditions share teachings, making it a living university of Sanatana Dharma. Just like Sanatana Dharma, it is also difficult to say when Kumbh Mela started. But the description of Kumbh Mela is found in the writing of Huan Sang in his travel description in India. During his 17-year journey in India from 629 to 645 CE, the notable 7th century Chinese Buddhist monk and scholar Huan Sang documented various aspects of Indian culture and religion in his book, Great Tang Records on the Western Regions. The writings of the Chinese traveler Huan Sang contain a reference to an ancient version of this fair in 644 CE. Huan Sang mentions that Emperor Shiladitya, identified with Harsha, distributed his wealth among the public. His treasury was then replenished by his vassals. He described such a ritual at a site located at the confluence of two rivers, in the kingdom of Paloyikia, identified with Prayag. He also mentions that many hundreds take a bath at the confluence of two rivers, to wash away their sins. The Kumbh Mela has great mythological and historical significance. The Kumbha in Kumbh Mela literally means pitcher, jar or pot in Sanskrit. It is found in the Vedic texts, in this sense, often in the context of holding water or in mythical legends about the nectar of immortality. It is believed that the Kumbh Mela originated in times immemorial and is attested in the Hindu mythology about Samudra Manthana means churning of the milk of ocean, found in the Vedic texts. Once Indra, the sovereign of Svarga, was riding his celestial elephant, Airavata, when he met the sage Durvasa. The sage presented him with a unique garland, bestowed upon him by an apsara. Indra graciously accepted the garland and placed it upon the trunk of Airavata as a symbol of his humility. The fragrant flowers attracted a swarm of bees, which irritated the elephant, prompting it to discard the garland onto the ground. This act infuriated the sage, as the garland represented Sri, fortune, and was meant to be revered as prasada. Consequently, the goddess Lakshmi retreated into the oceans. In response, Durvasa pronounced a curse upon Indra and all the devas, stripping them of their strength, vitality, and fortune. In the ensuing conflicts, the devas faced defeat, allowing the Asuras, led by Bali, to seize dominion over the three realms. In their desperation, the devas sought the counsel of Vishnu, who advised them to engage in diplomatic negotiations with the Asuras. Thus, the devas and Asuras formed a partnership to collaboratively churn the ocean of milk in search of the nectar of immortality, agreeing to share the bounty. The churning of the ocean of milk started. Mount Mandara was uprooted and used as the churning rod, and Vasuki, a naga who resided on Shiva's neck, became the churning rope. The Samudra Manthana bequeathed a panoply of substances from the ocean of milk. One of them was the lethal poison known as halahala. This terrified the gods and the demons because the poison was so powerful that it could destroy all of creation. Shiva consumed the poison to protect the three worlds, the consumption of which gave a blue hue to his throat, offering him the epithet Neelakantha. Finally, Dhanvantari, the heavenly physician, emerged with a pot containing the Amrita, the heavenly nectar of immortality. Conflict erupted between the Devas and the Asuras over the possession of the Amrita Kalasha. To safeguard the Amrita Kalasha from being seized by the Asuras, the responsibility for its protection was assigned to the deities Brahaspati, Surya, Chandra, and Shani. The four deities fled with the Amrita Kalasha to conceal it from the Asuras. Upon discovering the Deva scheme, the Asuras became enraged and pursued the four deities carrying the Amrita Kalasha. This pursuit continued for a duration of 12 days and nights. In the realm of Devalok, these 12 days are equivalent to 12 years in human life on earth. According to certain Puranic legends, during the conflict between the Devas and Asuras, some drops of nectar from the Amrita Kalasha fell at 4 locations on earth: Haridwar, Prayag, Ujjain, and Nashik. The Kumbh Mela is not just an ordinary gathering, it is a sacred event that occurs at specific locations, known as tirthas, which are believed to be imbued with divine energy. These locations are traditionally associated with the 4 planets mentioned above, and the festival is marked by the convergence of spiritual significance and astronomical phenomena. The alignment of Surya, Chandra, Guru, and Sani in a single zodiac sign is considered a rare and powerful occurrence, believed to enhance the spiritual benefits of participating in the Kumbh Mela. It is said that during the conflict between the Devas and Asuras over the Amrit Kalash, Chandra prevented the Amrit from spilling, Guru concealed the Kalash, Surya protected it from being shattered, and Sani defended it from Indra. As a result, when these planets align in a single zodiac sign, the Kumbh is celebrated. Aligning to zodiac sign and astrological calculations, 4 types of Kumbh Melas celebrated. Each location hosts the Mela on a rotating basis, and it occurs every 12 years at each location, making it a once-in-a-lifetime event for each city. The festival is held every 3 years, rotating among these sites, with a larger Kumbh Mela taking place every 12 years at the most auspicious location, which is determined by astrological calculations. Mahakumbh Mela, it is held only in Prayagraj. It comes in every 144 years or after 12 Purna or complete Kumbh Mela. Purna Kumbh Mela, it comes every 12 years. Mainly held at 4 Kumbh Mela places in India, i.e. Prayagraj, Haridwar, Nashik, and Ujjain. It rotates every 12 years at these 4 places. Purna Kumbh Melas are held in Nashik and Ujjain every 12 years, when the Jupiter is in the sign of Leo and the Sun is in Aries or Leo. Ard Kumbh Mela, it means half Kumbh Mela, which is held every 6 years in India only at 2 places, i.e. Haridwar and Prayagraj. Ard Kumbh Melas are celebrated in these 2 places every 6 years when the Jupiter is in the sign of Laos and Aquarius. Kumbh Mela, held at 4 different places and is organized by the state governments. Millions of people participate with spiritual enthusiasm. The Kumbh Mela is held in Haridwar on the bank of river Ganga, when Jupiter enters Aquarius constellation along with the Sun moving into the Aries. The Kumbh Mela is held in Prayagraj, at the sangam of the river Ganga, Yamuna and mythical Sarasvati, when Jupiter enters the Aries constellation and the Sun and Moon are in Capricorn on the new moon day. Also when the Sun is in Capricorn and Jupiter moves into Taurus, the Kumbh is celebrated in Prayagraj. The Kumbh Mela is held in Nashik on the bank of river Godavari, when Jupiter enters Leo. When Jupiter, the Sun and the Moon enters Cancer on lunar conjunction, then also the Kumbh celebrated on the bank of river Godavari. The Kumbh Mela is held in Ujjain, on the banks of the Shipra River, when Jupiter enters Leo and the Sun and Moon are together on Kartik. Also when Jupiter enters Libra and the Sun and the Moon remains together on Kartik Amavasya, then also Kumbh is celebrated in Ujjain. Kumbh Mela is the largest religious gatherings in the world, which is also known as world's largest congregation of religious pilgrims. Kumbh Mela serves as a focal point for saints and sadhus to gather, interact, and engage in deep discussions on the principles and practices of Sanatana Dharma. Thousands of sadhus, who lead a life of renunciation and spiritual pursuit, come together from various Hindu traditions and sections. Many of these sadhus belong to distinct orders or akaras, each with its own philosophy, practices, and rituals, but they are all united by a common devotion to the eternal principles of Sanatana Dharma. The Kumbh Mela is a platform for scholars, spiritual leaders, and sadhus to engage in philosophical debates on Sanatana Dharma, exploring topics like karma, moksha, dharma, the soul, and ultimate reality. Many pilgrims and truth seekers attend the Kumbh Mela for initiation or spiritual guidance from revered saints, viewing it as a vital step toward purification and self-realization. This initiation often includes teachings on Sanatana Dharma, guiding individuals on the path of Dharma and devotion. The Kumbh Mela is a place for meditation and chanting sacred mantras. Sadhus focus on deep meditation and the teachings of ancient scriptures, while many pilgrims join in communal prayer and meditation, promoting peace, divine wisdom, and spiritual awakening. One of the most remarkable aspects of Kumbh Mela is the unity it fosters among different traditions within Sanatana Dharma. Despite differences in practices and rituals, the focus remains on the ultimate spiritual goal of self-realization, understanding of divine truths, and the pursuit of liberation, moksha. There is a shared reverence for the sacred teachings of Sanatana Dharma, which transcend sectarian divides. Throughout the Kumbh Mela, processions of ascetics, saints, and devotees take place, with participants chanting mantras and hymns, reaffirming their devotion to the teachings of Sanatana Dharma. These rituals are not just a display of faith but also a symbolic reaffirmation of the eternal truths and practices of the spiritual path. Millions of individuals worldwide participate in the largest assembly of humanity. The entire event is astonishing and visually captivating. However, it is the akaras that truly mesmerize attendees with their profound philosophy and spiritual practices. The Akara culture came into existence in 8th century AD from the time of Adi Sri Shankaracharya. Shankara established regular assemblies of knowledgeable ascetics, scholars, and spiritual seekers. These gatherings served as platforms for discussion, debate, and the exchange of ideas on various aspects of spirituality, philosophy, and religious practices. The assemblies not only facilitated intellectual engagement but also helped in the unification of diverse sects and traditions within Hinduism. At that time it is believed to have 7 akaras such as Mahanirvani, Niranjani, Juna, Atal, Avahan, Agni and Anandakara to brace Hindu Sanatan Dharma, unite the saints who believe and practice the customs. The akaras were also established to protect Hinduism from the invaders. Later the 7 akaras divide into 13 according to the belief and ideologies and the god they worship. The 13 akaras are integral to the traditional structure of Hinduism and religious practices. These akaras are organized under 3 main sampradaya, sects, that have their distinct customs and practices. The 3 sampradaya are: Shaiva Sanyasi Sampradaya, comprises 7 akaras. Vairagi Sampradaya, this sect has 3 akaras and the Ujjain Sampradaya also has 3 akaras. The akaras associated with this Shaiva sect hold a deep reverence for Lord Shiva. Among them, the Sri Panchayati Akara of Mahanirvani is notable for its role in the worship of the Mahakaleshwar Jyotirling, located in Daraganj, Prayagraj. This tradition has been upheld for many years. Second significant akara is the Sri Panchatal Akara in Varanasi, which permits initiation exclusively for individuals from the Brahmin, Kshatriya, and Vaishya communities. The third akara is Sri Panchayati Akara Niranjani, located in Prayagraj, which is home to approximately 50 Mahamandaleshwars. Mahant Narendra Giri was affiliated with this akara. The fourth akara is Trimbakeshwar Tapanadi Sri Anandakara Panchayati, which does not have a Mahamandaleshwar. Instead, the position of Acharya holds significant importance. The fifth akara is Sri Panch Dashnam Juna Akara, situated in Varanasi. This akara is the largest, accommodating around 500,000 saints. The sixth akara of the Shaiva sect is the Sri Panch Dashnam Avahan Akara located in Varanasi. Unlike other akaras that permit the initiation of female companions, this particular akara does not follow such a tradition. The seventh akara is the Sri Panch Dashnam Panch Agni Akara of Junagadh, Gujarat, where initiation is exclusively reserved for celibate Brahmins. The second sect among the akaras is Vairagi. This sect has 3 akaras and its saints believe in Lord Vishnu and his incarnations. The 3 prominent akaras in the Vairagi, Vaishnav, Sampradaya are the Digambar Akara in Gujarat, the Nirmohi Akara in Mathura Kanchi, and the Nirvani Akara in Ayodhya. The Ujjain Sampradaya has its origins in Sikhism and is characterized by the veneration of the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, sky, and air. Additionally, the Ujjain Sampradaya comprises 3 akaras. The Sri Panchayati Bada Ujjain Akara, in Prayagraj, is recognized as the first akara of the Ujjain sect, with its primary objective being service. The second akara, known as Sri Panchayati Naya Ujjain Akara, is from Kankal, Haridwar, where initiation ceremonies are conducted for children aged 8 to 12 years. The third akara is the Sri Nirmal Panchayati Akara, is also from Kankal. The akaras are characterized by their unique philosophical approaches, worship practices, and selection of chief deities. Despite this diversity, all akaras are united by a shared mission: the preservation and promotion of Sanatana Dharma. Their gathering at the Kumbh Mela serves as a testament to this collective purpose. It is remarkable to an outside observer how millions converge at the Kumbh Mela on a predetermined date and location without any central authority, publicity, or formal invitations. Even more astonishing is their ability to coexist peacefully for an entire month, engaging in the exchange of knowledge, experiences, and perspectives without conflict. Upon concluding the event, participants return to their home regions enriched with a wealth of knowledge, austerity, and spirituality. This phenomenon underscores the profound historical significance of the Kumbh Mela and reflects the unwavering devotion of the followers of Sanatana Dharma.